when you look at the evolution of the brain from amphibians on up, you see common structure. And even though the brains may be smaller or larger, the common, at least subcortical structuring, is identical. Now, it turns out that's very important for sexual behavior. It's important for processing stimuli. So a good example is clitoral stimulation, as you were referring to with the Japanese macaques. Where is it represented in the brain? So Barry Komisarek, over across the river at Rutgers, has done brain imaging studies looking at women who are getting clitoral stimulation to orgasm. And he finds distinct regions of the brain that are activated by the stimulation alone and by the stimulation when it produces orgasm. There are added areas that get activated. Turns out, when I'm giving clitoral stimulation to my female rats, it's the same areas that are activated, right? Now, when I see that, I am struck by the fact that nature, Mother Nature, loves a keeper. If it works, she doesn't putz with it. It's going to work. It's going to work in a macaque. It's going to work in a rat. It's going to work in a human. And I'm struck by the fact that I can stimulate other areas of the female and not get that. So it's really specific to her clitoris. And then I'm struck by the fact that, well, if I take out her ovaries, so I'm removing the hormonal influences, the clitoral stimulation is still desired by the female rat, right, who will come to my poor graduate student as she's moving her arm out of the cage and grab it by her teeth and pull her arm back in, right, because she's got the magic little paintbrush, right? So I look at this and I say, well, that's fabulous. Like, why would that happen? Is there a human counterpart to that? Well, sure there is. Postmenopausal women who are not taking hormone replacements still masturbate. So what is that? It's a homology. And it means that really we're all the same creatures, but we have a massive cortex, like you were saying, that allows us to give language and meaning to it that perhaps animals don't do.